It's amazing how corporate level sponsors, race teams, and even drivers can sometimes come together for one thing and pay respect to those who were lost in a tragedy. Here is Kyle Larson's 2018 DC Solar Vegas Strong Camaro Z01. Alright folks, it's Diecastbuffet here again, and welcome back to another NASCAR Diecast review. Today's car is Kyle Larson's 2018 Vegas Strong DC Solar Chevrolet Camaro Z01. And this paint scheme, I gotta admit, man, it is one of the best paint schemes of last year. Holy cow. The signature Ganassi 42 with the white background, and then the teal, and then the dark blue. Or is that black? I think that's actually black there on the hood. My goodness, man. What a beautiful paint scheme. It's almost like a reversed 2018 Clash car. Because the Clash car had the back end, like where the white is on this car, it was blue. And the blue was white. So it was like a complete reverse of it, but man. I really like this paint scheme, and of course, it is the Vegas Strong car, you know, remembering all those who were lost in that tragic shooting in 2017, but it's a beautiful paint scheme, man. I mean, it is a really beautiful paint scheme. This one is in Wave 3. Here it is, right here. I mean, it's a really nice car. Just a shame it has the playoff stuff on. I mean, if you could take the playoff stuff off this car, I mean, we're talking about one of the best paint schemes. I mean, I love it. Let's go ahead and get a closer look at it. Here she is, folks, out of the package, and wow. Oh my goodness, man. This is a stunning paint scheme. I gotta admit, this is a stunning paint scheme. So, I mean, right off the bat, folks, you can just see I love this the texture on it. It's like a matte finish, you know, I mean, the signature Kyle Larson satin matte finish. You got the beautiful white as your main color, and then you have the teal blue, and then kind of like a transition, kind of fading teal blue, a little bit of gray over there, dark blue in the number. And then you got black on the front ribbon, and then of course you have the Vegas Strong flag here. And kind of get a better look at it and get a little bit of focus. I mean, it's got some pretty fine detail on it, folks. I mean, some pretty fine detail with signatures, and just it is pretty crazy how they can get that fine of detail. That is something right there. That is something. Of course, Vegas Strong. It's a really cool paint scheme, man. I mean, when you think about what it's you know, kind of remembering, man. I mean, it in a way it reminds you of, you know, what happened after 9/11. You know, how you've seen so many, you know, people in NASCAR pay tribute to those who, you know, lost their lives. Of course, this paint scheme was ran last year. You know, it wasn't ran the week after or nothing like that, but it was ran at Vegas in the playoffs. So it was very, very cool to see Ganassi, you know, allow all this, and DC Solar be on board with it. But it's just a shame it's a playoff car, man. I mean, could you imagine if you could just remove the emoji and I can paint over the splitter and spoiler. I mean, this is, wow. I mean, even if you took this part off the car and you just put the DC Solar logo over the hood, my goodness, we're talking about an amazing looking paint scheme, folks. Let's kind of dive on into it. So, of course, you have the Kyle Larson emoji, which has got, you know, the California flag bear, you know, KL Team Larson. A little bit of contingencies there. Round of 16. This is round of 16 diecast from last year's playoffs. The second Vegas race, which I'm so glad that you're running two Vegas races. I really am, because I've always liked Vegas. It's an interesting race, and I'm so glad they're running twice there. DC Solar here, first data. Got some smaller contingencies down here that really don't think you can kind of see too well. Let's see, I mean, I see Lincoln Welders, Sherwin-Williams, and something with a K. Not sure what that is. I don't know if it's Safety Clean, maybe like a little bit of a scratch, some type of scratch or something right here on the right here. I'm not sure what that is. Here you got on the B post, See, you got Cessna, Coca-Cola, First Data, I think Freightliner, and McDonald's. Kyle Larson right here over the driver's window. Once again, round of 16. It's very hard to get these contingency sponsors zoomed in and kind of focused. I really love this color, this dark blue on the Kyle Larson 42. I love that. I really do. It looks so good. I really like that. Like, once again, folks, imagine this without playoff banners. Imagine how good of a paint scheme that looks. You know, like you could take this paint scheme that is a special paint scheme. You know, you could remove this and you could put the DC Solar here, and then you could take off the playoff banners, and this could be a primary paint scheme. Like, you could still have the Vegas Strong one as a special alternate, but this could still be a really nice primary or alternate paint scheme. I love what they did here. I mean, it's like a reverse of the Clash car. Here is the DC Solar once again. I mean, this thing's got DC Solar all over this car, man. I mean, you got it over here on the roof. You got it over here on the deck lid. You got it over here on the back of the car, on the trunk. I mean, you got it all over this car, man. I mean, just all over. Really cool stuff, man. Really cool stuff. And you can just see the fine detail with this little solar circle, you know, the little, I guess it's like the representing a sun. You can just see like the little fins on it, and it's just how detailed that is, man. And that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And the little trim down here, it's black as well. I really like that. It just, man, I love the satin finish, man. It's nice getting a different texture die cast, because it just adds a little bit more character to it. Now, if you look from this angle, you know, you got your lime green, which is not even, I mean, it's look at that. I mean, it's higher on this end and it's lower on this end. So, way to go, Lionel. Once again, y'all definitely nailed it. You hit it out of the park once again. Once again, Vegas Strong right there on the hood. Then over here, same thing as the other end. You do see a little bit of a decal rise here, as you do see the underneath, which that can be easily fixed. The little white portion down there at the bottom, that can be easily fixed. But, you know, all in all, folks, this is a really nice paint scheme. I just really wish they would have released a clean version of it. I think that would have been really cool to see the car without the playoff stuff, and just have a clean version to kind of keep sake. Instead, it's always going to have the playoff stuff on it, which is really annoying in my opinion. It does come with this magnet, though, which is really cool, man. This is really cool. Same thing as the hood. Same thing as the hood. Of course, it has all, you know, the signatures and stuff on it. It's just really cool stuff, man. Really cool stuff. Definitely a really nice collaboration with multiple people at the corporate level to come together and make this paint scheme happen. You know, this is not something we usually see, you know, in NASCAR, where sponsors are sometimes willing to give up their own advertising space for a different cause. So it's definitely really cool to see everyone kind of work together on this one. But anywho, that's going to be the end of this video. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to Diecast Buffet for more NASCAR Diecast content. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Have a great one, folks. And Diecast Buffet, signing off.